Another rain delay, and this time with just 2 balls to go for the innings end. Oh, this is really, really frustrating. So 161 for 7 in 19.4 overs. When the first rain break happened, we had Suryakumar Yadav batting on 53. He fell for 61, and Romario Shepherd was on a hat trick.
At one point, yes.
Yeah, but Akshar Patel at least hit a 6 to ensure that we got past 150, a 4. Although Arshdeep also hit a 6, and outside had 6 straight down the ground. Wow.
Though it seems like right now, with those last bits of images that we saw, the rain could have stopped. It did seem like that the umpires were contemplating bringing the team back. Also, the Indian team still hanging around there only near the ground. The 2 batters also, the West Indian team also, they showed a glimpse. No one's like really gone back to the dressing room as such. They're just all hanging around near the ground, hoping that the game would start any time, because I don't think overs are going to be reduced with such short delays. You've had a spell of rain earlier, which was about a 10-minute delay.
Yeah.
This one seems shorter as of now. It did become a bit dark, but sometimes pictures on the television screen can be deceiving, because you can always open up the aperture. These are the live visuals, right? So with what you can see, there are certain players outside catching and doing various drills, which means that it's not necessarily, and see there.
The covers are
I told you,
now.
the last glimpse that we saw suggested that the rain may have gone. I think the rain may have been heavy in that passing shot for them to have got the covers on, because had it been a bit of a drizzle,
They would have played 2 balls and then run
100%
off.
they would have played.
By the time the covers came on, it had already sort of let up.
Yeah.
No, and after that, you saw the umpire hanging about, thinking that, oh, the covers are being put, and then a double cover has been put, and it's not raining. So what are we supposed to do?
अब थोड़ी देर की देखते.
He didn't do that. He said, "Chalo, covers nikalte hai." The covers are going off again.
Again.
It was a minor delay, but what we'll do is we'll continue the live for the 2 deliveries. And have the pleasure of watching these last 2 very important deliveries with you guys. But truth be told, doesn't matter what happens in these 2 deliveries, you're still looking at 160 odd, at best 170 odd target, at best.
At best.
173
Yeah.
Or whatever.
or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it'll be in the 60s though.
Yeah.
Because there's been too many interruptions. If it was flow, you could still say you'll get 1 6, 1 4, maybe 2 6s, maybe 1 something. This is, look at that. My God, just look at that cloud, sir.
But it's just that one.
Just one big
Everything
cloud.
else is blue. There's one cloud
It
which is
remind-
hovering over it like a UFO.
It reminds me of like cartoons and stuff. You have that one cloud just following
It reminds you of
someone.
Oswald.
It reminds
Ah,
me of all
yes.
those terrible paintings that are made.
It reminds you of that Oswald cartoon.
Yeah.
One cloud is only following him and it rains and he gets so cold. So that's how it is. Oof.
Also, those, like you said, those kid paintings we made.
Yeah,
One customary cloud that was made.
Yes.
exactly that.
And we would have a small R for those birds.
Small R's,
Lots of hills, 2 clouds,
Yeah.
2 trees, 1
One river, birds, one sun at the side
One
of the
sun,
painting,
Then a road, which would be like a snake, that road.
and the house at the random place on the side.
Yes.
But a water stream was a must.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
river.
Of course.
Full on river.
Yep. So
Okay, Sobham side.
You saying in the 160s.
I'm saying 60s.
yeah, 165.
60s. Because we got our previous predictions
So horribly
wrong. And nobody dare say I'm the closest, because even closest here is pretty embarrassing.
40 runs.
No, 20.
Actually, no, I'm closest.
How?
You're
I
closest.
made 190.
You said 19?
190.
So 30 runs.
190.
You said
96 I said.
He said
90. Yeah.
so, but this is embarrassing to say that I'm the closest.
This is the best of the worst.
It's not going to be counted. So we couldn't get those predictions right. So I'm going with a 160 odd target.
Yeah.
Even though Bapu is on strike.
On strike.
Yeah.
Bapu can hit it. We'll try and answer your questions that have come. Shobham Sai, hold on. give us some time. Let's enjoy these two deliveries with
Yep.
all you folks. Jason Holder with the ball in his hand,
For some
coming
reason.
in to bowl. To Aksar batting on 13 of 9 deliveries. The first is a bit wide,
And
short,
he's out.
and he's out.
Forget
That should have been
165
boundary, by the
also.
way. That should have been put away.
Yeah, it was not a great ball.
Yeah, wide outside the off stump,
Short and wide.
short and wide.
Did connect basically.
No, and
Toe
the
end.
third man up front, he could
Yeah.
have cleared
Just cleared it.
over
Exactly.
it. Yeah,
But
Just
I think
he
didn't
picks
time
him.
it.
So 5 wickets you've lost for 21 runs towards the fag end.
That's a bad
130
collapse.
And
for
for
4.
about what, 16 odd runs, 17 runs?
He just said
He just had 5 for 21.
How many balls?
See,
Don't change the goalpost.
I read a
3.3 means
No,
21
Oliver's
balls.
Not paying attention.
21 balls.
5 for 21 for how many runs?
half heard it.
No, he said they've lost 5 wickets for 21 runs. But the important thing is how many runs? 21. I just said it.
Yeah.
Made a
I meant how many balls?
debutant.
Debutant, yeah.
That I understood.
That we were sort of discussing.
The terminology was wrong.
Wrong.
But at least the sentiment is right. But here, though, it was way off.
Here you can't even say bhavna ko samjho because the bhavna was also wrong.
Yeah, seriously. Confusion, too much confusion.
Yeah, I should actually be paying.
So now you have Chahal and Mukesh.
Chahal.
Now there's no fight over who goes.
Yeah. Combined number of runs 11 between the two. Mukesh.
That is a typical,
He's laughing.
So 165.
that is a typical tail-ender's boundary.
Yep.
And I remember because he's tried to whack it, edged it, and 4.
Yeah.
Very fine third man sort of a boundary.
Yeah.
And we used to remember, when India used to be playing those close matches, and you needed like some 2 boundaries needed last 2 overs. I would always calculate, see 1 or 2 singles, they take 1 or 2 boundaries, but it's like, how is he going to hit it? I said, see, it's customary. वो चुर्री का चौका तो आना ही है. Edge वाला tailender has to get.
Yeah.
Give him 1 or 2 boundaries, with the death he get. And so typical tailender's boundary at the end has taken India to 165 for the loss of 9 wickets in 20 overs.
Yep. 130 for 5 and 16.2. You felt 170, 180, but 165.
It's making the West Indian total yesterday, which we thought was below par, look good.
Look Herculean.
Yeah.
Not even good. Look great.
That's why. 52 overs on this. You played how much? 57 overs on this deck.
57, yeah.
If West Indies
Win
don't do a West Indies,
Yeah.
which is commit harakiri, shoot themselves in the
Or
foot.
be the West Indies.
I didn't use that word, he did.
I always do.
If they don't do it, this should be a victory on a canter.
Yeah.
Much like how India won with ease the previous game, this should be that victory for West Indies, provided they don't do a
West Indies.
West Indies.
Yep, 166. And who are the batters who can do it for them? Mayers and Puran, essentially.
Shivam, can we finish this show?
Always at the right time.
I thought some emergency thing, something is happening.
This is
Stream is stopped.
almost as good as the time he asked for hotspot.
In the middle of a live, yeah.
No, towards the end of the live. IPL 2022. We're all talking animatedly. He's like, sir. I'm like, what happened, Shivam? Sir, hotspot. I'm
Oh,
like,
what joy.
his internet wasn't working.
Yeah.
Not even kidding.
True
He asked for
story.
hotspot.
You wanted hotspot.
In the middle of a live.
Let's look at India's batting and plenty to talk about. And one player that we couldn't touch upon, which we did in a mid inning,
The first of 2 rain interruptions, let's
Yes.
say.
Yeah.
was Sanju Samson. No surprise, Sanju Samson is trending on, I can't even say Twitter anymore, it's X. It's trending on X.
Yeah.
Sanju Samson, another opportunity goes by. A lot of you had been asking us, and we had been pleading as well, that please God, let Sanju bat ahead of Hardik Pandya.
He did.
That happened. Today, he came out well in time to play a good number of overs, had the opportunity to play a big knock, once again gets you 13 of 9 deliveries.
X the
Thoughts on Sanju Samson, today's knock in general, whatever?
I mean, everybody will hold on to that straw that, oh, he hit 2 glorious fours. Again, magnificent boundaries. But a nothing ball, a nothing shot, and in the end, one more opportunity squandered, because it was not as if he was coming in the 16th or the 17th or the 18th.
He came in the middle of the...
He had half the innings to play.
Right.
And this time, not a spinner, which is Achilles heel. He got out to Romario Shepherd, who's not express pace. He's just metronomic in that area.
Wasn't even swinging the ball. It was a straight ball outside off, which you edged. And I'm sorry, but if you look at squandered opportunities, you look it up in the dictionary, Sanju Samson's face will pop up right next to it.
So
More often,
the dictionary name from squandered to Sanju.
You're saying Sanju and missed opportunity are synonymous?
Yep.
because see, I agree with the sentiment that sometimes he hasn't gotten as long a rope as some players. But show something, and people will point out that KL got a longer rope, but KL also had 3 or 4 years, and I'm saying this. He had 3-4 years where he was scoring 500 plus runs in the IPL. Sanju has 2 good IPL knocks in a year. People will be raving about him. Then he just slides off into the back. It's very frustrating because you know just how talented the guy is, but consistency, if it's not there, that's what separates a good player from a great player.
He is consistent. Let's not forget that Sanju is very consistent in squandering chances.
Ouch.
Yep. That's the thing. And the trend also is consistent with 3-4 excellent knocks out of 14.
Then disappeared.
That's it. It's like the Mumbai skyline.
Mohit.
Disappointed too, much like my friends on either side. But I must say, when we be talking about the series gone by, we touched upon this yesterday as well, where we were saying that okay, with Shubman he scored runs on 2 tracks which would look flat. Let's say he struggled on other pitches. Would you be looking at Sanju Samson and saying the same things as well?
There is no
But
evidence to suggest that. I'm sorry.
Let me make my point. What I'm trying to say is there's only one batter on the given day that's worked for India, that worked well for India. That was Surya Kumar Yadav. Otherwise, everyone else struggled. So he struggled on a day when the others also struggled.
So it's like saying I didn't do well in the exam,
but others also did.
My parents the class average is bad. Doesn't matter. The whole class didn't study. You did not too.
No. So I'm just saying.
Sanju struggles even in other sports.
And by the way, by that logic, Sanju is the one now who needs to get his place. Yeah. Shubman Gill, if he's studying, he knows he's going to be there. Surya Kumar Yadav knows he's going to be going there.
I'm just saying.
Hardik Pandya knows he's going to be there. They're not in the same position as Sanju Samson. No, you're saying it's on a day where everyone else is not there.
See, he'll be treated.
Okay, you keep doing the regular thing that everyone else, but when it comes to the World Cup, Hardik Pandya will say bye-bye, Sanju, see you.
That doesn't matter if I struggled, but your struggles are struggles for here. I will test you in another format and then judge you for another format. But
no, Shubman will also say bye-bye. They will all board the bus and go with the Indian team for the 50 over World Cup. Sanju had the chance to sit in that bus.
He did.
But he can't say, oh, I didn't get runs today when nobody else got them.
But
Hardik Pandya is going in that bus.
So what are you telling
His
Sanju?
ticket is reserved.
No, but what are you telling Sanju? Acha sun, Surya could struggle in ODIs, but he does well in T20s. I'll take him. I have not played any ODIs. I have not played you in any ODIs. But you struggle in T20s. I'm not even taking you.
No, but he has played ODIs and he struggled there too.
He didn't get to bat in
It does not
two
matter.
matches I think he batted on 3.
It does not matter. I am saying you have to reach that level or have done so much to get that long rope. In Sanju's case, sometimes I've said he's been unfortunate, didn't get chances, whatever. Doesn't matter. There are so many players like that. Whenever he got the chance, he's not done anything. And I even gave IPL example. Nobody stops him from playing regularly in the IPL, right? Yeah. He plays one fantastic knock that you see that, wow, God's gift to batsmanship. But then after that, disappear. I just said, KL Rahul, 700 run plus
600, at least 500 you will
five
take in 3 or 4
seasons.
Yashasvi Jaiswal, all of them have come now. You have a season like that. If you will be there and thereabouts, then it will never help. And that's exactly what's happened with it. By the way, I used to say it earlier also. that Sanju, and I got a lot of hate, people like you're a Sanju hater, this and that, and I kept saying that fine, you like him, I also like him, good, better, but like doesn't translate into team selection. You have got those chances, and I agree that for a player who's on the fringes, it will always be, that's the norm. From the fringes, you'll never get long chances or continuous chances. It's that first few games. I'll give you another example. If you're not a star son in Bollywood, if you're a regular person, you will get one film in the beginning, 2 film at best, or if you have a lot of money pumping in by producers, maybe 3 films. If you do not do anything there, you're not going to get another chance. That could be that guy is really talented. Maybe if somebody gave him a chance, his 10th film, 11th film, you could have really seen what he could do. But that 10th, 11th will never come only. You have to do it. So, I know that some other people will, maybe they come from a filmy family, so be it. But that's not the case with Sanju Samson. He knows that chances don't come by that often. So what do you have to do? If I am a guy who wants to be a Bollywood star and I'm struggling and I'm going to do, I will also know, na boss, somebody has trusted me, maybe one chance, on potential, maybe I'll get one. At best, maybe somebody else on potential will give me 2. If I can't do anything in the first 2, gone, finish. It's the same.
But right now, what you're doing with Sanju is, I'll go back to, let's say, how you used to have before, let's say the big exams, those term exams in school, you have to have those unit tests. That's what you used to call them. If you're looking at T20 as, let's say, as a unit test for him, and the 50-over format as a term exam, you're saying you're not doing well in unit tests, so you're not eligible for the term exam.
No. The analogy is wrong.
Why?
Because the unit test is the same as your term exam.
No. You are right now saying this thing. You are actually making him sit for a unit test and giving him a different subject altogether.
No. It is like you have to acquire a certain percentage to make it to somewhere else, like a prestigious institute.
What you are saying,
the same logic doesn't apply to Ishan, doesn't apply to Surya.
No, Ishan is different.
Yeah, by the way, Ishan also used to keep getting dropped.
Yeah.
I don't
After the 200,
but he
will make the squad, no?
Yeah, but on the back of what? He was taken here, got 2 runs.
But T20s he didn't.
And T20s doesn't matter.
Looking at T20s,
but
looking at ODI.
You look at T20.
I am saying you got a chance here. Yeah. He got chances in T20.
Yeah.
Had he played 2 knocks like Surya Kumar Yadav has played, all of us would have been saying please include him in ODI. But you're not doing it. You're assuming that if he had done, you're playing in T20. Are you play those knocks in T20? I gave you an example. Ajinkya Rahane played a IPL went to test. So I'm saying if he had played those 2 knocks,
agreed.
Then you talk knocks are not coming.
See, 2 things have gone against Sanju. 2 things have gone against Sanju. That injury that he suffered robbed him of the chance in January, March.
Yeah, because he was doing well in ODIs throughout last year.
Because that 50 average came on the back of positions where he batted number 5 during the South Africa series and prior to the good performances that he had.
Even Zimbabwe, every other ODI series he was playing consistently at 5.
When he got injured, who capitalized?
KL.
And Ishan Kishan. Because...
But Ishan was batting up the order. He wasn't batting in the middle order.
Now
I'm saying all of these things are immaterial. Up, down, T20, ODI.
Kishan hit 350s.
Get runs. Now is the time. Whatever you're playing, get runs.
It will exactly happen the way it's being said in this room, in the sense that he will be judged. I'm just saying, at the end of the day, it won't be a fair judgment on him.
No, you got see.
Life
is not fair, boss.
That's not to
life
say.
Is not fair.
That's not to say.
I just said, life is not fair. As I gave you Bollywood, there could be an NSD kid, most outstanding talent, who should become the biggest star, will not become, na? Because chance didn't happen, or many got a chance, could not do it. Simple as that.
See, the
life is not fair. Whatever chance you get, he's lucky enough. He's lucky enough to be wearing that India jersey also, na? And reaching there. He has to utilize that chance. What else are you going to do?
It is the simple thing. Okay, let's look at the railway analogy. Like both Sanju and Ishan are RAC at this point. But Ishan, because of his knocks, he did RAC with Tatkal. Sanju saying, oh, I don't have that much, so I can't do Tatkal. So RAC, Ishan will get confirmed, Sanju won't get confirmed because he's still waiting way back in the queue.
If he had played whatever, 2 blinder in T20,
no one would care about format.
He got a chance, should have done it, did not do it. That's
but
it. A super chat said, please go.
Top chats in this
Go ahead, make a point.
I was saying, so like we said, Surya. Again, I'll come back to Surya again because okay, for T20 we are finding reasons to hang on to Surya Kumar Yadav, right? But this is
look at what Surya does somewhere now, yaar.
but-
He's showing you why are you finding reasons. He's playing these knocks.
But
and
you
showing
have, you have enough.
But if Sanju was doing the same, you would do. I would want reasons to hang on to him as well.
Exactly.
He's not giving me those.
But even you're not playing him in the other formats which you're looking at.
Format does
anyway.
not matter. Do it in any format.
You do
yaar.
it there and then
do it in any format.
But
do
Surya
it in
has
any format.
failed in the format.
I
in
agree,
which
but he's doing something here now. I'm saying,
It's fine.
why
So
is
play
it
with 24 now?
Arre-
Play with 24, backing for 24. Why are you backing for 23 in a format which he's not shown much success in?
Doesn't matter. There's no comparison.
Because you don't have a Shreyas
Surya
Iyer.
Kumar Yadav and Sanju Samson. Please, no comparison.
The problem
Surya
is,
Kumar Yadav has established himself as one of the most destructive T20 batter.
Absolutely.
If Sanju Samson would, I'm saying, forget ODI. Let him establish himself as the most destructive T20 batsman only for now. I would scream from top of my lungs for him in one day also.
see,
Let him do it. In
the unfortunate
He's not
thing
doing
is Sanju's roles. He's not battling with Surya Kumar Yadav for the position. Shreyas Iyer and Surya Kumar Yadav, that is it.
You're battling with KL Rahul now.
And Ishan Kishan. Now, amongst that, Ishan Kishan is definitely up in the pecking order because of the ODI performances that he had in the West Indies.
Correct.
And remember, this is ODI World Cup year. So you look at that. Sanju, unfortunately, that injury has robbed him of any chance that he's got. And with Sanju, it's not a rope, it's a thread. So the onus is on him to deliver every single time he comes. That is the Indian cricket team at this point. So, Shobhan Sai is saying, I beg to differ with Shane's point about Hardik's strike rate based on situation. If that's the case, then we will never recover from 20-for-3 situation. There is no special if we play safety first approach.
Correct, but my counterpoint to that is you can only recover from a 20-3 by going bang bang if you're batting deep. You're not batting deep right now. You are not batting deep right now. And that's a
we
fact.
aren't batting deep at all, in fact.
Number 7 only.
Yeah. Rakesh Bhushan, what are the credentials of Rathod to make him batting coach? Now, Sitanshu Kotak,
yeah, he's become the
he is head coach of Ireland.
for the Ireland series.
Yeah.
But my point is that again, it's not always that a big player will become a good coach and
Yeah.
vice versa. So I never believe in that. Some of the best coaches have never been big players,
And vice
some of
versa.
the biggest players have been awful
Bad
coaches.
coaches.
And by the way, Sitanshu Kotak has been a domestic stalwart.
Yeah, he has.
For Saurashtra, he used to do very well, if I have to.
No, Rathore also didn't have a great
For Punjab, he
international,
was
but
fantastic,
domestically,
yeah.
But I think this answer can be best given by the batters.
Yeah.
Whether his being as a batting coach helps them get out of situation, if he can come up with solutions for their problems, which you can if you've played first class cricket. If that is happening, then he's good. If the players or the batters of the Indian team feels that no, there is no value add that he's bringing, then let him not be there.
And he wouldn't have been in the job if that was the case.
And his contract was renewed, right? If I'm not wrong.
I am saying, see again, example of whatever, big name doesn't necessarily. Right now, the one who's getting the maximum amount of hate is Rahul Dravid. Na. There's no bigger player than him here. So,
Imagine the guy who molded the India A and the under 19s into such a world beating unit. See, it's
but
not
different
easy.
kettle of fish. Yeah.
Exactly.
It isn't easy. Captaining or coaching the national side with you have 1.2 billion swords out every single time. It's not easy.
Nurturing talent and leading talent. Right now, you're leading the best talent in the country, but nurturing talent again, two different jobs.
Very different.
Yep.
First wicket down.
Kyle
12 for one.
Mayers is gone.
So again, he was the one who dismissed Myers.
This is
yesterday.
Arsh.
Arshdeep.
Arshdeep.
Akshardeep
Shane.
claims the victim.
Thanks to Shane. Akshardeep. So Sandeep
like
Anand is
yesterday.
saying Sanju Samson has a very good, I don't know if I have to take that.
Yeah, take it.
Sanju Samson
it's
is a very
Sandeep's
good
opinion.
PR team who keep shouting justice for Samson. When will Samson do justice with the team and people are dreaming of him making to World Cup squad? He does not do the place. Sandeep Anand, looking
Sadly,
at the way
yes.
how it is, I agree.
This is
Totally
directed
agree.
at Harshit.
Pranit Datta, come on guys. Sanju averages 15 ODI. So when you're talking about squandering opportunities, it's unfair on him. He hasn't found his template in T20s yet.
Yeah,
But
he plays so much T20. Yeah.
If he hasn't found it now, then that's a bigger indictment of him. He still hasn't found it.
Exactly.
9 years, Pranit. 9 years. Sorry.
Plus number 5 in T20 is
But
not
maybe
something.
what he's saying is he bats at, he doesn't bat at
Yeah,
5, 6
I have
for his
agreed.
franchise.
He's saying that, but my point is, it's not going to be easy. You have to see if everything is there. You are coming from the outside. You'll have to find a space. People are not going to make space.
And
for
in
you.
this Indian
you
cricket
play a few
team-
innings, you will be pushed up.
Yeah.
You will. Nobody will look to make you an opener straight away, na?
I mean, leave that aside.
Right.
KL Rahul, former vice captain, seen as the next in line. When given one last chance to say, okay, save your career because you've been dropped from T20s, dropped from Tests, bat at number 5 in ODIs and do something. He did it, did well enough over there.
And remember KL's captaincy also. He was touted in the leadership group, right? But after disaster in South Africa, gone. He's no longer in the leadership corps. That's the thing. And again, where will Sanju bat higher in this Indian cricket team that already
He
have?
can. If he plays blinders, he becomes man of the match and man of the series, he will go up.
Yeah. But
Automatic.
I think-
You and I will only say push him.
Push him up the
1-4
order.
is already cast in stone.
But
But it's not. Tilak is your number
say
4.
na, we say that Surya ko upar karao na T20 mein. He was not part of your team 3 years
Yeah.
ago.
Yep.
But he did because he gets those kind of knocks. You said push him.
Yep.
If Sanju also starts winning, you'll say push him. Initially, to make space, it's going to be tough. You go and join any team, right? When you will go and you join a design team, you may have great idea, but there are already great designers. You'll have to,
Yep.
chip in with small contribution. But once they see your small contributions are fantastic, they'll make you head of that design
Yeah.
team. But it will only take time. Initially, it will be very tough for you to prove yourself.
Yep.
But once you do,
Yep.
sky's the limit. Shobham Sai is saying,
Sanju did better than Surya in ODIs. Nikhil sir says don't mix formats. Just remember the last ODI 50 where Surya has not scored much in 3 ODIs.
yeah, I have agreed on that.
Agreed. But
Already agreed.
see, if you look at the sample size, again, position. Who's Sanju fighting against? It's not with Surya. That's the problem. More we realize the clarity of who's fighting against whom, then we can wrap our heads around it. So Hemant R is saying if we don't have 6, 7, 8 finishers, we can't win T20.
No,
Agree.
he's right.
Yeah.
But that's why I would want a Hardik to be your 6.
6.
And you will have a Jadeja at 7.
7.
And you would need a Shardul,
Shardul.
these kind of. Then you are in it. Otherwise, I'm with you. Otherwise, you're not in it.
Yep.
Game started. Shall we
Yeah.
wind up?
Because
It's been going on for very long, but there's still dark clouds. There could be another rain interruption. We'll come live when that happens, but definitely live once the game is done. Now, any predictions? Anyone giving?
I think
a
India
chance?
are winning it.
Well done.
Positivity.
I think India are winning it because
No,
already they've got Mayers out and
it's not like they have any other batsmen.
yeah, I mean, I may not want to change it on that one stroke because you said Hardik hit a 6, next ball what happened? Got out.
Okay, quickly.
West Indies favourites, of course.
India.
I'm going with Shane, West Indies. From here, I
Yeah.
can't see them losing this game on this track. Not happening. Anyway, we'll come back. We're divided. 2
Yep.
versus 2.
So this is just like the series. Bye bye.
Bye bye.